Imagine a world where beauty is everything, where appearance determines the course of a life even before the first breath. This is the story of a baby who was rejected by their own parents because of their peculiar appearance. A story that reveals how human beings can overcome adversity through love. Welcome to our channel Real Speak Stories. Subscribe to our channel to not miss any stories. Bella Fox was the popular girl at school. She was always surrounded by many friends and admirers. Her presence was marked not only by her influence, but also by luxury and sophistication. Wearing clothes and accessories coveted by many girls her age, Bella exuded extraordinary beauty, akin to a movie star in a school setting. Her intelligence and sharp sense of humor were traits that added to her magnetic personality. However, it was her ability to use her beauty to manipulate situations that made her truly formidable. Bella not only won over the hearts of boys, but also knew how to persuade them to do what she wanted, whether ensuring good grades or securing favors. Born into a wealthy family, Bella enjoyed a life of comfort and privilege. Her father, a successful businessman, was always ready to offer the best to his beloved daughter. At the age of 16, Bella was gifted her first new car, a symbol of status and position in the social hierarchy of school. During her final years of high school at 18, Bella met Felipe, a newcomer who instantly stood out among the girls at school. A football team player, he embodied the classic stereotype of beauty: tall, strong, blonde with light eyes, and charming. All the girls sighed for him, and every weekend he was seen with a different girl, driving them madly in love. However, it was Bella who captured Felipe's heart. Aware of her power of seduction, Bella made Felipe chase after her, begging for a kiss. In no time, they became the most admired couple at school, the target of envy and admiration. Their relationship soon became the most talked-about topic among students. Bella and Felipe's popularity peaked when they were elected Prince and Princess of the Prom, solidifying their status as an enviable couple. Everything seemed perfect in their lives, but then something unexpected happened that would change their lives forever. Bella became pregnant. The 18-year-old girl was shocked to discover her condition. After telling her boyfriend about what she had found out, the young couple was at a loss about what to do. Both felt they were too young to have a child, and still had a lot they wanted to do in life before having to take care of a child. Felipe suggested that Bella terminate the pregnancy, a possibility she considered, but then they decided to have the baby together. The pregnancy was an extremely difficult journey for Bella. With each passing week, her belly grew, transforming her once slender body into something unrecognizable to her own eyes. She hated seeing her perfect curves replaced by an unwanted layer of fat that she desperately tried to hide under loose clothing. The impact of pregnancy on her skin was also evident. Marked by persistent acne, Bella spent fortunes on high-quality makeup to try to disguise the problem, but without success. The constant nausea also plagued her, leading her to the bathroom almost always and raising suspicions among colleagues and family members. As her belly grew and became impossible to hide, Bella finally decided to face reality and tell her parents and friends about the pregnancy. However, her father's reaction was devastating. A man who had always pampered her and believed in her bright future was now discontented, repeatedly stating that a baby would ruin her chances of success. Despite the transformations and difficult decisions they had to face in their lives, Felipe and Bella shared a belief: the expectation that their baby would be extraordinarily beautiful. Both were convinced that the child would inherit all their best qualities, being a source of pride and admiration. For the young couple, the idea of having a child was like a charming fantasy. They were not concerned about the challenges that parenthood would bring or the needs of the child. Their main goal was to have a perfect child to showcase on social media, even hoping to profit from the child's image. What really mattered to them was the aesthetics of the baby, feeding the illusion of a perfect and glamorous life. Finally, after 9 long months, Bella went into labor. More than 11 hours passed as Bella struggled to give birth to her baby, a true test of endurance. Finally, the torment came to an end. However, what happened next left everyone surprised. After delivery, the nurses took the baby to be cleaned, while Bella and Philippe eagerly awaited to see their child for the first time. When the nurse handed the small bundle to Bella and placed it in her arms, the young woman couldn't believe what she saw. "This can't be my baby," she murmured, perplexed, as Felipe also looked on in astonishment. The baby did not meet their expectations. Instead of chubby, angelic cheeks, the baby was plump, and its face was all wrinkled. His nose, flattened in a peculiar way, resembled that of a piglet. But what surprised the young couple the most was the dense coverage of hair all over the baby's body. Thick, black hair seemed to transform him into a little werewolf. Shocked by the baby's peculiar appearance, Bella and Philippe felt repelled. The idea of being seen in public with such an unusual baby was unbearable. In a moment of despair, they felt ashamed to be seen with such an unattractive baby. After just a few weeks, all the paperwork was completed, and Matteo was officially placed for adoption. For Bella and Philippe, it seemed like the end of a difficult chapter. They thought they could finally resume their lives and build the perfect lifestyle they believed they deserved. Always avoiding the subject, they eventually crafted a convincing narrative to put an end to questions about Matteo. They invented the story that the baby had been born with a rare illness and had not survived after a few weeks in the ICU. They told this version with tears in their eyes, seeking to convince everyone. In the months that followed, Matteo was passed from foster home to foster home, facing rejection due to his peculiar appearance and abundant hair covering his body since birth. However, his luck changed when he found shelter in the home of Marie Rox, a warm woman, and her husband, Luca. Marie and Luca had always dreamed of expanding their family, but complications during the birth of their second child left Marie unable to conceive again. They decided to open their hearts to welcome a needy child. Upon seeing Matteo for the first time, both Marie and Luca were surprised by his unusual appearance. However, as they observed the baby, they saw his eyes sparkle with a radiant smile. It was in that instant that the couple knew Matteo belonged with them. Instead of just providing temporary care for Matteo, Marie and Luca immediately pursued his adoption. Enchanted by his joyful personality, they were determined to offer the boy the love and home he deserved. After a lengthy process, the adoption was finalized, and Matteo officially became part of the family. As the years passed, Matteo grew up like any normal child but with unique challenges that made him extraordinary. The hair that distinguished him from birth was just the beginning of his peculiar journey. Despite the difficulties he faced in childhood due to bullying, Matteo relied on the unwavering support of his brothers, John and Victor, who protected him devotedly. Over time, Matteo transformed into an incredibly handsome young man. His hair disappeared, giving way to a tall and athletic appearance. He excelled in the school soccer team, earning the titles of best player and most attractive on the team. Despite the attention for his looks, Matteo valued inner beauty more. Always polite and respectful, he knew that a person's true essence came from within. Upon turning 18, Marie and Luca decided to reveal the truth about Matteo's origins. The young man was stunned, but the unconditional love of his adoptive parents remained intact. However, one question persisted in his mind. Who were his biological parents? After a tireless search, Matteo finally located Bella and Felipe, his biological parents. He gathered the courage and decided to go to their house to confront the past and meet his parents in person. Arriving in front of the house, his heart raced, and a mix of emotions flooded him. The call to his adoptive mother, Marie, was the final push he needed. With renewed courage, Matteo rang the doorbell. When Bella opened the door, Matteo's words escaped him, and he stuttered. "Hi, I'm Matteo, your son." Bella's eyes widened in surprise, but she invited him in. After a tense conversation, Matteo gathered the courage to confront Bella. "Why did you give me up for adoption?" Bella responded with a mixture of mockery and sincerity. "Matteo, at the time, I was considered the prettiest girl in school, and you were born with such a peculiar appearance. Not that you're not handsome now. In fact, you've improved a lot." The acidic tone of her words reflected a mix of remorse and discomfort. The years had not been kind to Bella. After giving Matteo up for adoption, she went to college, but her life veered off track. Instead of focusing on her studies, Bella plunged into parties and failed her classes. Her irresponsible behavior led her father to disinherit her financially, forcing her to work in a local store. The long hours and stress of the job left visible marks on her tired, wrinkled face. For someone who placed so much emphasis on appearance, Bella herself did not escape the consequences. In a moment of vulnerability, she confessed her struggle in raising a different child, fearing judgment and rejection because of Matteo's appearance. Philippe, now unrecognizable, witnessed the painful irony of maturity. But what surprised everyone was Matteo's genuine gratitude. He sincerely thanked his biological parents for a decision that, in a way, shaped his life for the better. Growing up in a loving and understanding family taught Matteo a valuable lesson. True beauty resides in the soul, not in outward appearance. With a serene smile, Matteo bid farewell and returned to the home where he had always been loved, regardless of the hair that once covered him or his appearance.